Welcome back to Gerodynamics. All right, so let's see if I can pronounce this right. I'm doing a movie review of a movie called Anemone. Anemone. Did I do that right? Anybody? Anybody? All right. So basically, I went and saw this like most people because it was the return of Daniel Day Lewis as an actor. He had retired, but he came out of retirement to do this movie. I probably will assume that this is the only one he's going to do unless he wants to do another one for his son. But his son directed it. Ronan Day Lewis is the director, and then he wrote it with his son. So Daniel Day Lewis and Ronan Day Lewis are the writers. Um, and I just wanted to kind of see him one more time because I like Daniel Day Lewis. I think that sometimes he's given credit as being just the most amazing actor, which maybe is probably saying a little too much. I don't think he did enough. He was um, so picky about his roles that he didn't have many. Right? He didn't do a lot of movies. But let's check that out. Actually, let's go ahead and bring that up. But no, I thought he was a great actor. Not even just a good actor, but a great actor. And he does a great job in this movie. But let's go ahead and before we look at his specific other roles, who else is in this movie? Well, Sean Bean. Sean Bean plays a role in this movie, and hey, spoilers, he doesn't die. I don't think anybody was expecting him to die in this movie, but he does die in a lot of his movies, and so I just had to put that out there. He does not die in this movie. Uh, that's not really the type of movie this is, so there you go. All right, who else is in the movie? Samuel Bottomley plays Brian. Sean Bean plays Jem. Daniel Day Lewis plays Ray. Jem and Ray are brothers. Brian is Sean Bean's Jem's son. I think is I'm pretty sure that I'm not skipping. Pretty sure that's the actor who's playing his son. Um, yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. A couple other people in this movie. Samantha Morton plays Nessa, who is Sean Bean's wife and the mother of Brian. And those four characters are your main four characters that you see throughout the movie. You see some other characters in there. Where's the girl? I think Safia Oakley Green plays Hattie. You see her a few times. Um, Adam Fogarty plays Des. Mark Holgate plays Fred. Sid Akbar plays Jim. Yeah. Mr. Jarvis, Paul Butterworth plays Mr. Jarvis, and J.P. Conway plays Martin. Anyways, the main four characters, well, the main two characters are Ray and Jem. The vast majority of screen time is just them interacting with each other, and it's amazing, by the way. You also get quite a bit of screen time between Nessa and Brian, Samantha Morton and Samuel Bottomley, as well as some screen time between Hattie and Brian. But okay, so let's see here. Let's go to Daniel Day Lewis first, since he's the main actor of the movie. I'm actually surprised his son is not doesn't play anybody in the movie. Yeah, I guess not. He absolutely does not want to be known as an actor, apparently. All right, so let's take a look here. Daniel Day Lewis. What is he known for? One, There Will Be Blood. Holy crap, is he amazing in There Will Be Blood. And it's an amazing movie. So there you go. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say it. He gets a lot of credit for being a great actor. Sometimes one of the greatest. I don't know that I would put him that high, but There Will Be Blood is really good. He's also amazing as Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln in Lincoln. He is Hawkeye in The Last of the Mohicans. That's from his earlier career, one of the big movies he did in his earlier career. This is putting Phantom Thread up in the top four, which is weird. One of his last movies. But yeah, so it was his last movie before. Okay, so this is how discerning this guy is. So 2025 is this movie, right? His last movie before that was Phantom Thread, which makes sense, but it's 2017. So he retired. He's not doing movies anymore from 2017 to 2025. What was that, 8 years, right? But before Phantom Thread, his last movie was Lincoln in 2012. So that's 5 years, right? Before that is a movie called Nine, which I'm actually not familiar with. I may need to go check that out. Came out in 2009. So 3 years there. 2 years before Nine, he did There Will Be Blood, which is amazing. 2 years before that, he did The Ballad of Jack and Rose. 3 years before that, he did Gangs of New York, which is the one that I would have put up there. But I guess because Phantom Thread was the last one, they put that up there. I'm going to have to see Phantom Thread. Anyways, Phantom Thread and Nine, I'll need to check those out. Ballad of Jack and Rose, Gangs of New York, The Boxer. Um, in between The Boxer and Gangs of New York is 5 years. Um, but before, oh no, Crucible before that was 1 year, and then 3 years for the In the Name of the Father. Age of Innocence, Last of the Mohicans, Eversmith, New Jersey, My Left Foot, um, Stars and Bars, going all the way back. Goodness, his first. He was a child actor in a movie in 1971. Sunday Bloody Sunday, he played Child Vandal, so that's interesting. And then he did an episode of a TV series called Shoestring. Thank You, PJ Wodehouse was a movie. Artemis 81, library student. What's his first big thing? Gandhi, where he played Colin? Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. Anyways, I he's a great actor. He is. Again, I wouldn't put him at the top of the mountain. I wouldn't put him on the Mount Rushmore, which I should do someday. Maybe do like a Mount Rushmore of actors, but it's so hard to do. Anyways, he's great though, and he's really good in this movie. And then we have Sean Bean. We'll go touch on him for a little bit here because he's the secondary role that Daniel Day Lewis plays off of. He does an amazing job in this movie. He's really good in everything he does, really. Um, and he is in one of my favorite movies of all time, The Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring. He plays Boromir in the Fellowship of the Ring. Let's see what else might you know him from. He was in the TV series Snowpiercer. Um, let's go. Let's find a good one. Looks like he's doing a lot of stuff that he's doing a lot of series. Hmm. He was obviously in Game of Thrones for the first season. Spoiler. Uh, I'm trying to find where we were seeing him. He was in The Martian. There we go. This is when we'll see him. He was in Pixels, where he was in a lot more American movies. Um, Jupiter Ascending. Let's see. Silent Hill Revelation. Yeah. Black Death was a good movie he was in. But yeah, so anyways, so he is also in a, basically where he gets to play a lot of roles where he dies. It's something he's well known for. He does not die in this movie though. I really enjoyed, their play. There's whole scenes where it's nothing is said and they're just acting off of each other, just kind of like doing this, and doing this in response to that, and nothing is being said. I really enjoyed it. It's very quiet. So you probably want to watch it where there's not a lot of distractions going on. But I enjoyed that. All right, Samantha Morton. We'll go to her next. Samantha Morton is most well known for, well, as far as me and probably people like me, as in The Walking Dead. She was Alpha in The Walking Dead. Um, let's see here. What else is she known for though? some different TV series here and there. Oh, I remember what she's known for. Where is it? Where is it? No, The Well. There we go. she's the she's the ex-wife or the wife. I don't remember if they got divorced or not. The mother of the of Sadie Sink's character is Samantha Morton, right? Yeah, Mary. She plays Mary in that movie. She's great in that too. It's a very small role, of course, but she's great in that. But she's pretty much great in everything she's in. But you know, it's not like she's like a huge star. And she does a good job in this movie. And then Samuel Bottomley plays Brian. And Samuel Bottomley, has he done anything else? Let's see. Ghost Stories, Tyrannosaur, How to Have Sex, and Get Duped are what they're saying he's known for. He's just a young guy. Does it say how old he is? He was born in 2001, so that makes him 24. All right, so yeah, he's 24 years old, young guy, not a kid, not a child actor, but he, you know, and in fact, he plays the son, but he's not even high school age. He's already out of high school, so you know, he's the son, but he's not. He's military age because in the movie he was in the military, kind of. Watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's the cast. Written and directed by a father and son. One of the best actors to to do it apparently, and I enjoyed it. The basically the concept of the movie is Sean Bean and Samantha Morton. They're the parents of Brian, and for some reason, and they get into it. I just don't want to spoil it. The son is obsessed with his uncle. Well, his uncle has gone into hiding basically. They're in Ireland. His son was involved, or the uncle was involved with the Irish military, um, and so was the son who joined the military, kind of because his uncle was in the military, and so the brother Sean Bean goes to find Jem so that they can have a conversation and see if he can bring him back to talk to Brian about the troubles he's going through and the struggles that he's going through and his obsession with his uncle and that sort of thing. Yeah, yeah. So that's I mean that's it. You know, he goes and he finds him in a cabin in the woods where he's been living for like 2 decades or whatever it is. Because he's kind of in hiding for a reason that they go into in the movie. And yeah, I think you should watch it. It's probably going to be out of the theaters already, or at least pretty soon. I'm sure you'll find some place to watch it streaming. Check it out when you have some time to really kind of focus, pay attention, you know, not be easily distracted. That's why I'm glad I watched it in the theaters because of that. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good day.